Hello, everybody. Hey, hey, woo, hey, yow, yow. It's Rob, Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. And today, instead of new style basketball cards, we're doing old style classics baseball cards. Cards right up my alley, and I have some investing um, advice to give you guys. So if you're going to invest in cards and some eBay advice and all that, and if you listen to what I have to say, you might save yourself some money, which in therefore makes you money. Saving money makes money, but not spending money that you didn't need to spend, kind of, so to speak. So you get what I'm getting at. So anyways, folks, I got a couple of eBays today. Two. When I got home, the mailman was just about to start putting mail in our thing, and I seen these two packages sitting up there, and I was like, hey dude, those are mine, can I just take them? And he's like, yeah, sure. So I was like, do you want me to open the box, show you that's mine? He's like, nah. So alright. But I got a few lessons for you card people out there, and if you already know cards, then you don't need the lesson and you could just ignore me, but well, you can ignore me anyways if you like. But two lessons from eBay today. Alright, so we'll get it to that in a minute. Got my lucky letter opener here just so you guys have something to look at there. But we got two things from eBay. One got here really quick, and this one came from Monroeville, Pennsylvania there. Hey, you think that's the football player from Utah and the 49ers who busted up his leg? Alright, thanks, Alex. And this one's a special card. Hey, look, it's another Robert. So, and elementary school used to be on that street. So, Somerville, South Carolina. So, I know what these are. So, anyways, folks, let's see, what do we got here for you? Went to work today. Had to take a bunch of vehicles back. Spent half the day, or more than half the day, doing that. Trying to track people down, that kind of stuff. And Old Enterprise was like, no, dude, don't bring it all back. We can't handle it. We don't have room in the parking lot, so just do half of it today and half tomorrow. And, at the end of the day, we just worked an 8-hour day, so no overtime today, but I will have to work maybe an hour, 45 minutes overtime tomorrow, because we got to go do something at 5 o'clock. So gonna get some overtime tomorrow, but nevertheless, a lot of our temps were let go today because, like I said, it wasn't as busy as we thought it would be, and we don't really have anything for them to do. So they dumped about 30 people today. They were just there for a couple months. So don't cry for Argentina. But a couple guys are pretty cool are gone, but thank God we got rid of some of our troublemakers and pains in the butt. So should be back to normal a little bit. We still got work to finish, but so that's what happened today. It sucks to see some people go just like out of the blue, like, hey, tomorrow we're gonna do this, this, and that, and then they're not gonna be there tomorrow. So anyways, that may make my day a little longer tomorrow as far as being able to have something to do, because it took me till like 2 o'clock today to do what I was doing. So tomorrow, with only a few of us, will probably take even longer. Anywho, so that's that. So let me move this out of the way, folks. Wife went in another room to watch something while I did the episode of Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. And today is March 11th, 2024. My Donruss basketball NBA cards video released earlier today that I delayed it. So that's out there. Only a few people viewed that. And the two episodes I did yesterday. So maybe we'll get back on track here. But I don't have a whole lot of eBay coming in. But I did order a super special card yesterday, and this will go kind of along with my lesson here. But the first lesson is, if you watched my recent videos, I talked about how that eBayer put up for auction a card that he called an 101 Dick Perez Authentic Sketch Card 101, and then I got roped into bidding for it because there are real ones out there, and that would have been a check off my Allen and Ginter list. And then it turns out it was just a base card, and somebody shell bid it up to like, with the shipping, over $30, and it's like a $2 card. So I was able to get out of that. I guess the guy finally canceled my order. But when I was looking at that card, I made the mistake of seeing another one and made an offer on it, and the guy took the offer, and then I realized, crap, that's the same situation. But this all happened like on the same exact time. So I probably paid $3 or $4 more for this card than I should have. So lesson number one, don't just see something and think, oh, I got a bid on that. Because there are scrupulous scalawags out there. There you go, Mark Twain. Scalawags that will try to trick you into thinking a base card is something that it's not. And eBay lets them get away with it, even when you complain that is not a 101. The person didn't list the card number on it. If they had listed the card number on what's on the back, I could have easily looked it up and been like, oh yeah, that's just base. So don't do what I've done a few times over the years and just see something and be like, oh my god, wow, that's incredible, I need to get in on that, and then realize that somebody's trying to pull a scam, a fast one. So anyways, always read the description, and you'll save yourself some money. So instead of paying $6-7 for this card with the shipping, I wouldn't have bought it, to be honest with you, because I probably have it. But if I was gonna get it, I could have got it for like $3 cheaper. So anyways, this will be another. This is the one from Pennsylvania here. Pre-open this, but I can't seem to get the card. I guess the card is taped to the inside of this bubble wrap. So how do they do that? I don't know. What am I missing here? Glasses here. Dag nabbit, folks. Another crazy shipper. Let me pause you. Why do people use shipping tape? Oh boy. Alright folks, so I guess got a packing slip here. We'll look at that later. I mean, this is a cool card and everything, but don't be deceived. Now, the fact that Topps did this leads to people wanting to pull scams like I just described. So shame on Topps for doing this on these Dick Perez cards. So this one, I figured it was cheap. Maybe somebody didn't know what they had or something like that, and since it was just Roy Halladay, that maybe it was going for cheaper, or then I made an offer and I was like, wow, I can't believe that. And then immediately, like within minutes, I was like, oh crap, that's a base card. So see, the person should have put down that this was a 2007 Allen and Ginter Dick Perez official artist. They should have put that it was the 29 of 30 insert set. They shouldn't have listed it as this Roy Halladay Authentic Dick Perez sketch card. But see, when they claim that that's autograph 101, I know that it says that there, but it is not an authentic autograph. If you were to buy a book that said Stephen King signed book, and it just had a facsimile autograph in there, they need to disclose that, because you're not getting a real Stephen King autograph. So all that is just an image of the original art that they put on here. So Top shouldn't have done that, or they should have clearly stated that this is a reproduction of an authentic Dick Perez sketch card, something along those lines. But still, they're cool cards, you know. I mean, I've seen some other illustrators, because that's the kind of art this is, like illustration art, similar to like Norman Rockwell, you know, Saturday Evening Post kind of stuff. They call that illustration art. Like that Del Nichols, who does the Coke posters for Babe Ruth, Willie Mae, Stan Musial, Casey Stengel, and Star Wars early, before the original Star Wars came out for like Burger King or Burger Chef. That's all considered illustration art, which is what this is basically. But it's a cool card, so I may already have this, I may not, because 2007, once again, I loved Allen & Ginter when I first saw it, but I couldn't afford like hobby boxes by any means. So if anything I picked up back then, it would have been Blaster, so I may or may not have this, so I may need this card. And it looks to be in pretty good shape, and they're nice insert set. I mean, his illustrations are good. I wouldn't say great. I've seen better, but you know, it's you know, good enough. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, so that's lesson number one. Before you see something that's like, oh wow, how's that? If it's too good to be true, then it's not what you think it is, most likely. Every now and then on eBay, you'll get away with a steal, like this next card. But, yeah, if you're going to put a bid in, make sure you read that, because, you know, this card is probably $1 or $2. And, if you had the original sketch card, you'd be talking probably $100 or more, you know, possibly up to $500 or more, depending on the player. So that's my lesson learned number one. So don't be like me, folks. Just take the extra 10 seconds it takes to look at something before you're like, oh, I better get in on this. So bad on me, but I'm happy to have that, because I don't think I have this one, and I do have some of these sketch cards, so I should have known better. But it's, how many years has it been? This is 17 years since this came out. So nevertheless, there you go. If you look at that there's not even a code. So back in 2007, they hadn't even started doing codes yet. So there you go. There's the Roy Halladay reproduction card of the Dick Perez sketch card, basically. So watch out for that, folks. You know, it does seem to be, you know, when you're looking on eBay. And that's the other thing. If they don't have a picture of the back of the card, and they're selling something and they're claiming it's a 101, then I would run. Because if you got a real 101, you're going to want to, you know, the person's going to want to see the front and the back, because 101s are probably going to cost you at least over $50, unless it's like really somebody who, it's like a no name, no offense to anybody, but somebody who didn't make it. But for the most part, if it's a name that you're aware of, then yeah, you're going to be paying over 50 into the hundreds and perhaps thousands, with the Allen & Ginter at least. Like sketch cards, I don't even think I've ever seen a real one now. But at least this one only, you know, hard lesson learned. I probably paid about $5 or $6 more than I should have for this. But at least, unlike the other one, that would have been like a $30 loss. Alright, so that's lesson number one in investing. Don't make bad investments, because had I had to pay 30 something for this card, it would never get my money back. I would just always as it is, I would never recoup my money, because as long as I'll live, even if I live another 50 years, this card will never be worth $35. Maybe in 150 years, it might be worth $30, $40, $50, maybe in that kind of shape. You know, if the population explodes and baseball cards go up and all that, people will be looking back at these like we look back at Allen and Ginter 1887 cards. But in my lifetime, that card will never, unless this guy becomes president or something like that, will most likely never achieve more than like $4 or $5 value. And that's being kind. Alright, so number 2, South Carolina from eBay. This one came relatively quick. Lesson number 2, save yourself money by not doing something stupid like I did. But if and when you're out there and you see something that you really want, which I saw this and actually the other card that I just ordered yesterday, which is a huge card. It's gonna be something big, like that other card should have been if it was a real deal. So that's my little clue. But my point being is, if you can find somebody who's selling it now, buy it now, and you see them with a make an offer, always, no matter how bad you want it, make an offer. Now, there have been cards where I made the offer and I was afraid somebody else would come and swoop it up, and within like hours. So the least you could do is make an offer on a card. You don't have to go like super low ball, but you can be like, hey dude, I'll tell you the story about this one, and this will be like an idea. Oh man, they're scotch tape, folks. Sorry, once again. Hang on. Alright, folks, I'm back. Why would somebody send me half a one touch as a stiffener, scotch tape to this with the top loader in there? Yeah, why didn't you just send me the whole one touch? I mean, now you've wasted the one touch, and you're just trying to use it as a second one touch. I mean, stiffener on another card. I guess that's the only thing that makes sense to me, but what a waste of a one touch, I guess. Alright, so gonna give both of these sellers I'll give this guy a C for shipping or his packaging, but I don't want to give him a lower grade because he did protect it at least. But just the way they packaged them, let's say they're just passing. Alright, so this card, it's not something I needed, but it's something I wanted for my PC, because I already have one of these, not of this player, but I have one of these, so that would be a check off my Allen and Ginter checklist. But as I've said before, if I'm going to get something checked off my Allen and Ginter checklist, it might as well be of somebody that I really want. So this popped up, and I've been eyeballing it for maybe over a month, but just kind of hit the little heart to follow it, and it popped up reminding me, oh, this card's still available. And then I thought, nah, the guy wants way too much. So I'm like, yeah, I want that card, but they were asking like $40. And I'm like, you know what? It's a cool card. I actually have this original card, the Mini, but it's just not worth that much. It's just, I mean, it's cool, but it's just not worth $40. And so I finally was like, you know what? I'm not trying to lowball this guy. I'm just being honest. And I'm like, dude, I'm an Andre Dawson collector. I really love that card. I would like to have it, but as an Andre Dawson collector, I really, dude, this card's only worth $20 to me, and that's it. I mean, that's as much as I could. That's as much as I'm. Basically said that's as much as I'm willing to go. And I'm a Dawson collector, so I want that card, but I would never pay you anything more than that. And now usually that's like $20 off that I'm asking. It was like $19.95 off that I'm asking from the guy. And usually they're gonna like shoot that down right away. So this isn't one of those situations where it's really just trying to lowball the guy. This is one of those situations where I'm just being honest. I'm like, dude, it's a cool card, but it's not worth $40. Maybe if you had had it graded $40, maybe 50, but loose, it's cool, but it really is just 20. Maybe if he had come back at 25, I might have been like, okay, I could do that. But anything more than that, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't do. I just didn't need it that bad, but I do want it. So what I got myself here is a 2013 Andre Dawson Mini. So you think, oh well, mini cards, those mini framed cards are usually something valuable, like a relic, but a relic would be worth like $15 or $20. And an autograph should be $30 or $40, or maybe a little more depending if it's numbered or not. So how's that not worth the $40 the guy's asking? Well, that's because this is a 2013 Andre Dawson from 2015 Allen & Ginter 10th anniversary buyback card. So obviously this card was made in 2013. They bought it back, stamped it with that 10th anniversary, and then randomly inserted it in with the 2015s, framed it and all that. So it's kind of lives in two worlds. It's a 2013 card from the 2015 set because they stamped it with the 10th anniversary in 2015. And, I have that many already from 2013. But I was like, oh, I'd like to get me a 10th anniversary Andre Dawson if they had them. And I looked, and sure enough, they do. And of course, I'm a mini card collector. That's what I care for. And Dawson, obviously, as a Cub, even better. And I love the mini frames. So, yeah, I'd like to have that card, but not for $40. This card, not being a 10th anniversary, just loose, $3, $4 maybe. If it was an ANG back or a black border, gold border, maybe at $1 or $2. If it was a no number, maybe that would be like a $15 to $20 card. Brooklyn back, you probably add another 20 or 30 bucks onto that. So on and so forth. But that's just base. It's a beautiful card. I love that card. This is the 2013 was the first year Dawson was in Allen & Ginter. So, first Allen & Ginter 2006. So it took, I guess 10 years. No. 6 is 4, 7 years before he was in Allen & Ginter. So that's another reason I wanted it, was because that is the first Andre Dawson from Allen & Ginter. And to have a variation like the 10th anniversary, it's high on my list, but still not $40 high on my list. I don't know if they have full-size versions of this 10th anniversary one, that non-framed. But I really wanted that card, and I was just honest with the dude. I'm like, dude, look, I really want that card. I'm a Dawson collector. This is as much as I would be willing to pay, and I'm most likely the person who would buy this card. How many of us are there out there? I know of about 2 or 3 other Andre Dawson dudes just on YouTube. So it's not to say there is another Dawson collector, it's just not on YouTube. But really, you're talking to somebody who would shell out more money than he probably should for, like one of these situations. If this wasn't, if I didn't have, if Andre Dawson was in this set and I didn't have it, and somebody was like, yeah, $10, that's it, I would be like, yeah, even though it's a $3 card. But in this situation, yeah, not twice as much. So I made them offer $20, and I was thinking he was going to come back at me, and if he did, that it depended what, how close to like 25 or under, but I would never have gone any farther than that. And the dude was like, yeah, it's been sitting there for a few months and probably got no interest in it, and here comes a Dawson collector and telling you the truth, like, dude, I'm the person who would buy that card from you, and this is what I'd pay. And boom, lo and behold, I saved myself $20 right there. I got the card that I like, that I want. It'll go great with my PC collection. It's sort of a check off my list because now it can replace the other mini 10th anniversary framed card as being my top one from that. And it's super cool. It's just, that's what I like. And so my suggestion to you is, if you are investing or, trying to buy rookie cards and stuff like that, find the people that have best offer, make an offer. Obviously you gotta be wary. So what you want to do is, if I went out there and I saw 10 of these on eBay, 6 of them were being buy it now, 2 were being auctioned, and a few that had make an offer, I would see what's the average price they're asking. Eliminate the person who's asking 40, and then if everyone else is in the same ballpark, 15, 17, 22, then you have to figure in the shipping. Let eBay do that for you on the little drop down menu, and that, figure out, hey, this guy's selling that card for 17, but you want 23. I'll give you, but he has less shipping. Be like, dude, I'll give you $18 for that card, and comes in at 20. Then there you go. But point being is, if you have multiples you can choose from, get an idea what the average price is going for, and then go in there with the offer like, hey, dude, you're wanting $10 for this rookie card. Other people are selling it for like 8 or 9. I'll give you 7. That's cash in hand right now, and it's like, boom. A lot of guys will take that. So, yeah, I mean, you could be the dude that goes in there and offers them $2, and they're going to be like, yeah, screw off. But always make an offer, and sometimes you'll get big discount. I mean, that was cut in half, and that is right up my alley in my PC. Just the kind of old style classic baseball card I like to collect. And so, as far as investing to make money, just do whatever you want. I mean, it's up to you. I don't do that for that. So I'm showing you how you could save money, and then you could buy more cards, which may increase your odds of making money in the future. If you could get 2 of these instead of 1, you spend 40 and you get 2 of these, you get to keep one, and then maybe you can sell the other one to somebody like me for 25, 26 bucks. There's your investment. You made $5 or $6, right? I don't know. But anyways, and yep. So, for example, the card I ordered last night is not just something simple like this. It's a big card, and it's a big card that's gonna fit right in with something else that I'm in the middle of trying to pull off. And let's just say that person wanted, and fair enough. I mean, what they were asking is probably in the ballpark what it was worth, but I just came in there and was like, hey, look, dude, my wife wants to give me a present. because she's like, yeah, we've been working all this overtime and whatnot, and you know, the birthday will be coming up, and but she's comfortable with me spending this much, and you're asking that much, and it's just, what do you say? Offered dude $50 less than what he was asking for, and within like 1 minute or 2 minutes, deal done. So I feel like I got a great deal, a good steal. Still spending a good amount of money, but you know, $50 there and $20 here, or you know, with whatever, you know, that's $75 that I'm saving just on 2 cards, and the other one's going to be a huge card, huge, and that kind of puts aside the other thing with Allen and Ginter I was trying to do in 2020. So if you know what I'm talking about, if you watch my old videos, you know what I'm talking about, rainbow wise. But this is even going to be bigger than that if I could pull it off. But I'm not going to say what I'm doing yet. But anyways, there you have it. That's my boy Andre Dawson 10th anniversary buyback card, stamped gold, framed, beautiful card. It's gonna fit right in with my collection. So I saved 20 there, but I lost about 5 there. So, you know, you lose some, you win some. But hopefully, always make the effort to make a offer, unless you're absolutely sure that the card that you want. Let's say this was super rare thing. Yeah, I mean, it's rare. It's just not as rare as like the other card I just ordered. But if I thought that there was another dude that was literally going to go and buy that card, then maybe I would have just purchased it. But it's been sitting there a few days. I'm willing to make a dude an offer, and if he rejects that, then I can make another offer. If he counter offers me, then I can slightly counter offer him for a few more bucks and work something out. But only if you're like, yeah, this card's going to be gone in 10 minutes if I don't do it, because I know of like 100 other people that want the card. Then maybe, you know, slip in there. Hey, dude, can I get $20 off that card or something to cover the shipping? And they might be like, sure, just get rid of it. They just want to sell. And then if you don't hear anything in 10 minutes and you're starting to sweat, then just, you know, then order it. But at least you made a shot. So, anyways, that's a big one for me. That's super cool. It's nothing huge, but it's in the ballpark of like getting a no number card, or maybe a Brooklyn back or something like that. So that's super sweet, and this is a lesson learned. But at least in this lesson where I lost, I didn't lose as big as the other one that I was going to lose out on. It's a lesson learned, but I still get a pretty cool card. It's still a good looking card. So that is my recommendations for how to handle this stuff. The other card I think won't be in for like a week. So we'll see over the next few days what kind of stuff I want to show you. I still have a, what is it, that rack pack, like 89 or something, 88 or 89 that I could open. I still got that Allen and Ginter blaster I could get around to if I wanted to. Or I could just start showing you some of these other cards that aren't opening packs, maybe some of my oddball stuff. We'll just see how tired I am. But start get to rolling a little bit more. So hey, thank you guys for watching Old Style Classics baseball cards. I'm back with baseball cards and my boy Andre Dawson and my favorite set, Allen and Ginter. Subscribe, share, like if you guys like or wouldn't mind, so these can get pushed out to other Ginter and old style, old-fashioned kind of cards other people might be interested in that wasn't really being covered in the past. Send them my way. General goofing around and having a good time, putting you to sleep or whatever. The wife will say hi every now and then. And but hey, thanks for watching my channel. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. All right, everybody. Have a good night, and maybe you'll hear from me tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see. But definitely the next few days. All right. Rob out.